I don't even really know where to begin with this video. Um, okay. Normally, what I would do is I would go right into my intro and tell you what I do, who I serve. But this video is a little different. It's not about what I do and who I serve in that way for my business. It's more about what I want for 2026 and what it's going to take to get me there. So, my name is Glenda, and I help business owners generate consistent and qualified leads with Facebook and Instagram ads. Yes. But today, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Hello, inconsistency. So, and I'll give you a little backstory. Last year, I took a big step back from my business and just doing the work and the 9 to 5 and the mom thing. But as you know, when you come around to the end of the year and the beginning of the new year, you see a lot of people talking about new year, new me, and how to be better. And anyway, it brought me into the circle of content for people that I normally follow. But there's 3 ladies that stick out to me the most, and there were some really interesting perspectives that I got from them. Some bells and whistles and light bulbs that went off for me, and I'm going to share them with you. So the first person is Glow, and she has like a big following on Instagram, and she's on Threads a lot, and that's where I found this content because I follow her on Instagram, I think, and it brought me to her on Threads, and then it brought me to YouTube, and so she started her own personal challenge where she posted on YouTube for 100 days. Yes, child, 100 days, and so she was like, she's been sharing her wins, and she's been sharing this is day number whatever out of 100, and she's gone over 100 days now. And then she eventually created an offer for her YouTube. But along the way, some of the themes from the content that stuck to me was just um, that I am a creator because I was created by the creator to create. And so there's a scripture that says we were created in God's image and His likeness, and that's true. And that just stuck with me so much when she said that. I was like, oh wow, I am a creator. One of the other things she talked a lot about was just doing it, just getting out there and actually doing the thing. Recording that YouTube video. Do not worry about the tech. The instructions are simple that she gave. And so it's kind of like, well, why can't I do this? I know that I want to expand my business this year. And so, I like to get things right. I just do. And so, but putting some of those, liking to get things right, puts a lot of roadblocks in the way. And so, just doing it, just not worrying about the tech, not worrying about if it's exactly right, and just doing the thing really struck with me. One of the other, so I was just really impressed by that. The fact that she was so consistent, she showed up every day. And she made these 100 plus videos, and then she talked about her wins for her business, and just some of the things that she said that she went through. In one of the videos, like one of the most recent ones, a rainstorm happened while she was like filming the video, and but she just kept going. And she talked about how she didn't edit the videos that much, but she just kept going. She would just film them, and that just really struck with me because I'm just kind of like, I could let all of these things get in the way, or I could just film the video. Now, there's somebody out there that's needing the information I have, and I could just film the video, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I, as a viewer of hers, never really realized that she wasn't heavily editing the videos. Like, they didn't look overly impressive by no means. It looked great though, but it didn't look bad, And so anyway, that struck with me. That also the second person, Coach Val. I don't know how she came across my timeline. She came across the timeline on Instagram. But I love her voice because sometimes she goes into she sounds regular, but then every now and then she'll go into this octave where she sounds like a preacher, and I love it. Don't ask me why, but I do. And it's like and she does this other unique concept where she like writes a lot of things with a really nice pen, and she'll write out the concepts and have it on a piece of paper, and she'll show it to the camera. I really love that to see her like mind and how she's working on through the concepts to teach it to us. Anyway, she's a life coach, and I haven't been following her that long, but for the month of December, she did a identity challenge, and she went live every day for 31 days. Okay, so hello, the same theme of being consistent. And I really admire that about her, how she showed up every day. She gave a roundabout time when she would show up, and she showed up every day, and she shot her footage, and it wasn't heavily edited. She did live. She gave her content. She had her themes and her topics down, and she did a thing. And so that stuck out to me for her. Another thing that stuck out is her saying that you get to decide. And you need to give yourself permission. So so in order for me to move and be the person that I want to be, I get to decide. I have to give myself permission. She also talked about choosing to be consistent and show up for myself, give myself grace to achieve the goals or have the life that I want to have. And so those things really resonated with me as well. There are a lot more points. You should go check out her Instagram account. Um, and just check out like the things that she's saying if you're looking to like make forward progress. That's one of the things that she says, to make forward progress. Yesterday is yesterday, last year is last year. But I'm going to make forward progress today, and make my YouTube video or do whatever it takes in my mind to move to the next step. So those are a couple of things that from her. And then the last person is Tatiana, and so I follow her on Instagram as well. And Tatiana was a business coach. Well, she did like systems, and I don't even know how she came across my feed years ago, but I watched her like business, and she's so freaking creative. The way she like comes up with like concepts for her business, and I really admire that about her. But recently, she tore down her business, and she had a baby, and she started trying to figure out how she would move forward, like in her content. And she talked to us on Instagram in the stories, and just saying she would post mommy content, and she just really wasn't sure, and she posted a little bit of business, and then she picked up a new habit of running, and just watching her on that journey, like show up and do different things, and how that now it generates income from her, but it truly looks like something she enjoys. But again, the consistency piece is what stuck out for me. And she said, like at the close of the year, the beginning of this year, in one of her videos, she's like, I said to myself last year, why not me? And so I'm saying to myself, why not me? So the one thing that all three ladies demonstrated really well was the consistency aspect. And so I am making my YouTube video for today, and this will be day one. I want to say it's gonna be 100 days, like Glow said to do, but right now I am committing to doing 7. And maybe hopefully I'll commit. Well, first let me actually say, here's some of the things that that I feel like come up as like obstacles for me anyway. Is my hair done? Is my makeup done? What am I going to talk about? I don't really have a problem with talking on the camera. The other things I would say are maybe, do I have the time to do it? Do I have the space? Where am I going to film at? So, but those are all, I'm not going to say excuses, but these are all things that can be worked out. You and I have all watched plenty of videos where people are recording in their cars. So, And if I plan ahead, I can have my hair done and I can be dressed appropriately and I can have what I'm going to talk about. So, again, I'm going to take what these three ladies have, I'm not going to say perfectly, but they have so beautifully executed and demonstrated. One is being consistent. So, the second is deciding. So, they all decided that they were going to do this thing. And so, I am deciding to be consistent and show up for the next 7 days here. So if you want to follow along on the journey, watch me show up, and perhaps learn some Facebook and Instagram ads, concepts that can hopefully take your business to the next level, then join me here on the channel and invite a friend. Also, if you're interested in getting help with your Facebook and Instagram ads, we can audit. I can help you set up. I can audit your ads, or I can help you set them up. Then reach out, shoot me a DM, go to my website. So until then, I am Glenda. I help business owners generate consistent leads with Facebook and Instagram ads. And today is day one of me being consistently showing up on YouTube.